Lakers Nation, what is going on? So welcome back to the channel with the new video this morning. If you guys don't know who I am, my real name is Trevor Fields. If you guys are listening to this video and what I'm saying, I'd really appreciate if you guys can comment. I'm going to try to respond to all your comments, if not some of them. But also today we're going to be talking about a prospect that did play internationally for the Chinese Basketball Association, and his name is Hansen. He's like 7'1", weighs about 250 pounds, and he did play for the CBA, even though the competition isn't all that great. And there are some mock drafts that do have him going 41 in the second round. I know the Golden State Warriors do have that second round pick, and Jimmy Butler did get traded to the Golden State Warriors, part of the Miami Heat. So they have the 20th overall pick in the first round. But there are some scouting reports that believe he should be a top 15 player in this year's NBA draft. So there's just different perspectives. There's just a lot of buzz going around. But I'm going to get into this article and break down his game. That one player from BVM Sports, the Last Word Sports article. So make sure you guys get your puck ready and enjoy this entire ride. So the Los Angeles Lakers are reportedly eyeing Hansen ahead of the 2025 NBA draft. Currently holding the 55th overall pick. The Lakers have potential to reshape their roster with improvement. A promising prospect like Yang, praised for his strong defensive and not only his offensive skills as a two-way center. So he's pretty much a point center that could just, make plays, run the offense. Kind of similar to Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. You're talking about an MVP player, a star player. So that's his, drawing comparison. And also one-time All-Star, Alfred Seguin from, the Houston Rockets. So he's garnered attention for his versatility and playmaking abilities after winning the CBA Defensive Player of the Year award back in 2024 and boosting impressive stats. Yang represents unique opportunities for his skill set and also in the front court. So he'll fit on this team. Over the past two seasons with the Qingdao Eagles, Yang has steadily developed into one of the most, if not intriguing, international prospects in the world. In 2024, he did post averages of 15 points per game, 10.8 rebounds, 10.5 defensive, rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 2.2 blocks per game, which is actually, freaking incredible. Excuse my language. Before improving his numbers to 16.6 points per game, on shooting 58.6% from the field, 10.5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a league-leading 2.6 blocks per game in his most recent campaign. Yang's defensive presence and intangibles is undeniable. I mean, this is ridiculous. He led the league with 119 total blocks while anchoring the paint with authority. So he's a defense anchor. Offensively, Yang does combine interior scoring with flashes of perimeter skills, while not a consistent shooter from deep, 29% from three, or the line, 64%. He does excel as a passer, routinely fighting cutters and making advanced reads from the post and the high block, and his high level vision has been fueled comparisons to Jokic and even Domantas Sabonis from the Sacramento Kings, which I do like. But he could be the steal of the NBA draft given the Lakers' valuable playmaking hub in the front court, standing at 7'1", weighing about 250 pounds. Yang is capable of finishing with touch around the rim and the basket, though he's not really a traditional lob threat. The Lakers really haven't had a reliable passive big since Anthony Davis. We're looking back further to Marc Gasol back in 2021. So Young could definitely be one of those players that could fill that void. He also made waves at the NBA Draft Combine, I'm pretty sure in Chicago, where he posted 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists in scrimmages, further cementing himself as a rising draft stock. Signing with Cut Sports back in January, and has only amplified his exposure leading up to the NBA draft. However, Yang is not without his concerns. Scouts question his speed and lateral, quickness, especially guarding, quicker guards that are just athletic, that are going to just blow by him, either in pick-roll situations. Despite those athletic limitations, his shot blocking instincts and unique playmaking at the center position, the 5, makes him an intriguing developmental piece if drafted, which is key. The Lakers are expected to use their G League system to refine his shooting and mobility. Hansen would be the Lakers' first international draft selection since Ivica Zubac from Croatia back in 2016, 32nd overall pick in the second round. While he does remain a raw prospect in some areas, his combination of size, his willingness, his passing, and rim protection offers high upside, which is a gamble, one that could pay off big for a team looking to complement LeBron James and Luka Doncic with the versatile big man. So he does need to improve his strength and his conditioning, like definitely. There's just no question about that. His build, but he hasn't really played great against competition, like I said, in the CBA. But he's been very impressive and shows some real NBA skills at the Lakers, clutch pro game at the Lakers facility. But it's not everyday thing where you just find this 7'2" youngster who's a demigod and can just be a unicorn. But he can handle, he could pass the rock like Hansen. And also, there's not too many Chinese players that do make it in the NBA. I know there's, Yao Ming, he's a Hall of Famer for the Eastern Rockets back in the day. And also, a role player in Jeremy Lin. But there's not too many. I really appreciate the support. If you guys enjoyed today's video, and follow my socials, everything you need to know about your boy. And I'm out of here. Cheers. Peace.